This is a walkthrough of the Best Western Revere Inn Suites in Paradise, Pennsylvania. This is a king non-smoking suite with whirlpool. Now, if you're thinking of taking a trip to Lancaster, Pennsylvania and are looking for the amenities of at least a whirlpool, this is going to be one of your cheaper options. It is a Best Western hotel nonetheless. This particular room, if we come to the left of the door, ambiance mirror, there's some artwork over there. There is an air conditioning / heater, and there's your window, because this particular room is a suite. So you get a living space. Right there, you have a couch which pulls out into a folding bed. However, they say the maximum occupancy for this particular room is only 2. So why would you have a folding couch, fold out bed from the couch, if you're only supposed to have 2 people in here? So you got your little desk, lamp area, and phone. You'll notice there's no real workstation in here, and I'm going to show you that in a moment. Right there, what you see though is an extra bonus that you get in this particular hotel, which is a fireplace. Little table there with some reading material. There's another stand with your TV remote, and right there you have the one of 2 flat screen TVs that you have in here. You are getting a little glare off of some lighting in here, and we're just going to swing it back around to the fireplace for a second, because right there on the wall, that is a timer. You do have to turn it on, and it's 30 minutes max, and then you have to redo it. I believe it is a propane fireplace, so it does throw off a little heat, but it does give it some ambiance as well. Some tiling. Kind of wish they had like a plant or something there. It just seems like empty space. Swinging back around this way, kitchenette, get back to that in a minute, but I'm coming over here because you have a leather lazy boy. So kick out, relax, back to the couch. Like I said, folds out. I don't know why you would only allow 2 people here. I'm going to swing around to the left of the couch again, only because there's a lot of mirrors in here and I kind of like to stay off camera. But right here you have a little dinette area with a lamp right above there. The lighting in here, not great, especially since you only really have the one big window over there to light this entire area. So you've got 1, 2, and then some recess lighting up this way. And then we'll just come back down, but it doesn't really matter. You have a little dining area, sits 4 people. Over here, you have a full-size refrigerator. Full size. Can't beat that. You've got some cabinetry up there. Those particular ones don't have anything in them. Over here, you get a bowl and some plates with bowls. Coming across here, you've got some coffee mugs and some juice glasses and some wine glasses, because why not? You pretty much have a full-size sink, coffee maker, your accoutrement for making coffee, ice bucket. We come back up here, you've got a microwave, and down this way, if we look, you've got some utensils, empty space, nothing there but lots of good storage. Coming across there is a toaster right there. Just have to look for it. Coming across to right in front of the sink, you've got a dish drain, and that's about it. No fire extinguisher or anything in here. Got disclaimer statement right there. Well, that's kind of customary. And again, you have some tiling right in front, because you do have carpeting everywhere else. Now, as far as carpeting goes for a hotel, this one's not terrible. Doesn't look crazy. Now, I am swinging back to the front door, because to the right of the front door are all these mirrors. But these mirrors are actually a closet. So if I come across here and open that up, and we're going to open this other one up, and just momentarily moved it so I didn't appear on camera. You've got one place to put your luggage. There is your ironing board. There's your iron, some extra linens, hangers, laundry bag. And I mean, as far as the closet goes, being an odd shape, it does pretty good. Now we're going to quickly swing back around this way, because this is the other part of this room. Because this was just the lounge area, if you want to think of it that way. Behind that door is the actual bedroom, so let's go check that out. Alright, Alright, so in the bedroom itself, you obviously get a king-size bed there. You can see flanking it on the left and right, you have lights. You also have these reading lights, which are LEDs, which are bendable, which is rather nice. Over here, you do have one wall sconce style lighting. CFL bulbs, not LEDs, but you know, they'll get there eventually. Swinging across back to where the front door was, here you have the light switch. You have yet another television set, 32-inch television set, I want to say. This is pretty much the size I have in my house. You've got a dresser right here. To the left, you have a seating area, which is currently being taken up by a bag. You have yet another mirrored closet, and I'm just going to swing it that way for a moment so that I can bring you around. You have another place to store your luggage, as well as another laundry bag. This one does not have any extra linens or anything, but you do get more hangers. In the bedroom itself, you also get air conditioner slash heater. And right there, we're going to the window because I want to show you one thing about this hotel room that I'm not entirely sure of. There is a comedy club just behind it. Now, if you get the particular room that I'm describing, there are 3, I'm thinking, in this hotel. One on the first floor, one on the second floor, and then one on the third floor. All of them will face this back area. So you've kind of got like farm, comedy club. So I'm not entirely sure how the noise is going to be in the evenings. I will let you know after we stay here, as well as how comfortable this particular bed is. Each nightstand, you have a little drawer there, some artwork. Now here's the other part of this hotel room, which you might be considering it for. Voila. Now the lighting is not great in here. I do have overhead lights on the sink area turned on and a heat lamp right there. Now there is another lamp that you can turn on that will turn on the exhaust fan, but I'm keeping that off for the time being so that you can actually hear me. So here you have a 2-person, at least it's supposed to be 2-person jacuzzi tub, and I will let you know if it actually is a 2-person jacuzzi tub. You also have, for whatever reason, a telephone in your bathroom because, hey, you're an important person and need to make those business calls. Yeah, there's your toilet. Unlike some hotels that we've stayed at, plenty of distance between the toilet and the door. Coming up here, you do have your hairdryer in a bag hanging on the back of the door. A little odd, but okay. So if we come around this way, the thing about this that I'm not sure of is this is all wallpaper. And if you're going to be wet and be by wallpaper, I'm not entirely sure how well that's going to work out. But we'll find out. You do have double sink, which is kind of cool. And there is a trash can right there, as well as a place to put your dirty towels. Now, unlike some places, the wash area is not separated from the toilet, so one person gets to do one thing at a time. However, if all you need to do is wash your hands, there is the kitchen sink. Now, not only do you get a tub, you get a shower stall, which opens up on the corner here, not over here because I tried that and it didn't work. So, opens up. You got enough room to maneuver in there, I'm sure. Now, like I normally do, I come over and check the walls, and these are definitely plastic kind of rebat style, so they kind of took the quick and easy, dropped this in there, glued it to the wall, and hey, you've got a shower. The hardware itself does not look terrible, actually. It looks pretty good. And we'll just come pan down, give you an idea what that looks like. So, single person shower stall. Not terrible. Again, let you know how that looks or functions after we actually use it. That's a little loud there. I'm going to come back out to the sleeping area one more time because I did forget to point out that there was a garbage can there, and there probably is one out in the living room as well. But that's what turned into a longer tour than I normally thought of, but figured there's a lot to show you, and I wanted to put it all in here. I will let you know how everything is after we stayed here. We're going to be staying 4 days, so I think like 3 nights. I'll let you know how everything is. As promised, here's a little follow-up. So we've stayed here 3 nights so far, so I figured this would be a good time to do it. You know, still have 1 day left. but have formulated decent opinions of the place. So, to start, fireplace, very nice, very awesome. Something I didn't notice before was by the TV, there is a set of electrical outlets that do have USB connections in them, so that's very nice if you don't have a wall charger like that. Do keep in mind that you're probably going to want to have a power-only USB cable instead of a data cable as well, just in case. It's me being paranoid. The couch itself, like I said, is a fold-out couch, but does not get used as such because only 2 people are supposed to stay here. The couch, it's a little ratty. It's seen some wear. If we go down here even lower, you can see it's fraying in a lot of spots, so it probably needs to be changed out. I don't remember this. Well, the chair is nice, no problems with that. Like I said, the couch is a little grungy, but you know, not terrible. Coming over to the kitchen, no problems with the kitchen whatsoever. Haven't really used the kitchen. That's from the continental breakfast this morning. Forgot to bring that back down. We'll do that tomorrow. Sink area we used only to clean the tray off. Haven't used the microwave or anything else. We do use the full-size refrigerator to store all the food that we've been getting here. We don't eat at the table. As you can see, it kind of became our catch-all for everything. Here is my one gripe with this, and it is right there. It is that light and its proximity to this table. If you come and approach the table from this side, you are 9 times out of 10 going to whack your head on this. The table is not centered with that light. Now, speaking of lighting, I'm going to back up a little bit because that's another small gripe. They do use CFL bulbs everywhere, which is nice for power consumption, but they do not use bright enough CFL bulbs, so everything kind of is a little dimmer than I would like, but that's a small gripe. Now, we're going to go into the bedroom because there's a few things I want to talk about in here, both positive and negative. So, to start off, the king-size bed and pillow situation, very comfortable, very nice. Love the pillows. Didn't have any problems with them. Very comfortable. Likewise with the bed, it is actually a king-size bed, unlike some places that you go that say it's either a queen or a king, and it ends up being a little shorter. We're going to come over to this side of the bed and again show you that it does have this particular electrical outlet with the USB ports. Now, only this side of the bed has that. The other side of the bed does not have that. It does have the clock on that side, so I'm trying to figure out the methodology behind that. If they want you to use this side as the primary with the telephone and everything, wouldn't the clock be over here as well? But I digress. I'm going to come over to the AC unit, which I do appreciate the fact that there is an option to have the fan run all the time. So even if it's cool to temperature or heated to temperature, you can have the fan running to circulate to make noise or to just move the air. See, I brought a little fan with me with the notion that I might need to have a white noise air mover. Ignore the pile of clothing there. The one problem that I found with the bedroom is right here, the curtain. You might notice that the curtain is tucked into the closet. And that is because this curtain does not open in the middle and part this way. You can see the pole right there goes like this. So in the morning, you've got a seam right there, and that seam runs all the way down this way. And what happens is the light reflects off the mirror and intensifies it, makes it brighter. Now, it's a small gripe. You might not be bothered by sunlight, but the one thing I appreciate about hotel rooms is the complete darkness that you can have, and you can't quite get that with this particular room right now. If they change the curtain up, maybe when you come here, it won't be as bad. But right now, I did have to tuck that in, and we still get some light seepage right up there, but it's not reflecting off the mirror, so it's not that bad. All right, spinning all the way around, the last bit is going to be in the bathroom here. All right, so speaking of the bathroom, for the most part, not too bad. Hot tub, nice. Finagling to get 2 people in there, but still nice. Toilet, well, I do appreciate the fact that it doesn't come close to the door. I kind of wish it was a little longer. Yeah, kind of got used to elongated bowls. That's not an elongated bowl, it's just a regular short bowl. So, points of concern. Coming over here, the shower stall here itself kind of drips out when you open the door. So I have a feeling that a lot of people keep this door shut, which kind of leads to problems up here with moisture. If we look in the corners there and coming across over here, there definitely is a slight moisture, mildew, mold, whatever you want to call that. Problem there, going to come back into focus. You can kind of see at one time they did wipe it down because I guess it was a little more widespread. And again, it probably is due in part to the fact that this shower enclosure, you take hot showers, you keep the door shut because it leaks, and the exhaust fan that's right there built into the electrical light, which isn't on right now so you can actually hear me, is not terribly good. So it does get rather steamy in here even if you have the heat lamp on, which is on. Doors themselves, all around, very nice sturdy wood. I just point that out because I want you to be aware of it. If you do have a sensitivity to that type of thing, you may want to, I don't want to say reconsider, but just know that it's a factor that may or may not be remedied upon your visit. Aside from that, everything else for the price from what you get and amenities, it's a nice hotel. So if you have any questions or comments, please leave them in the area below, and thanks for watching.